What's happening, team? Welcome back to another YouTube video. This one's going to be a little bit different. As much as I enjoy very much recording YouTube videos and doing different things, like the main reason for me doing what I do is I just love training. So something that I obviously want to take you guys on, and I've actually done it once with my brother. I've done like a raw leg day workout. So this is going to be a raw pull session. I'm going to talk you through the movements, why we're doing certain things, basically what I'm doing during that workout. So we're here, Crayford, we have a fantastic videographer, my missus Alex, which is fantastic to help us out, but just straight workout, no edits, no nothing, just raw. I'm not even going to do any outtakes, no nothing, just straight footage of me trying to get gains, man. Alright, so sit back, relax and enjoy. Exercise number one, I've got a single arm cable lat pull down. Rationale behind doing lats first. First off, it's a weakness, so it's good to like prioritise your weak body parts first. Secondly, your ability to get your lat fully short is greater at the start of the session. What I mean by that is like fully contracted. If you had to do this at the end of a session, when you're more fatigued, it will be harder for you to contract that lat, so that's why we do this first. Warm up is feeling very, very light. Usually we use a different cable stack, but this gym's pretty busy, so we'll just have to jump on this one. But the biggest thing what I think about when training a lat is like where you're bringing your elbow. So you'll see that my elbow's coming down to my hip, right? You don't want to twist round, so try and make sure when you're coming down, you're keeping your chest up and bringing your elbow straight down towards your hip. Now, I don't know if you can see it, right, but I've put the bench to the left-hand side so that I can bring the cable down straight, because what you'll find is like so many people when they're training, they'll put the bench right in the middle, and all that's going to happen is you're going to bring the cable across your body and your elbow's facing that way. You don't want that, so if we move the bench to the side and then you're pulling through the cables, it's like in a direct line, which is like a more natural plane of the way your elbow move, and you get a better contraction on your lat. So we'll go full stack here. I got full stack on that one for like 9 last week, so we're going to aim for like a 10 or 11 rep set on this and try and grow those lats, man. That stack's heavier, man. That stack is definitely heavier. That's the thing, even though it's like it's the same brand, they're both Life Fitness stuff. Like, I get asked this a lot with my clients, it's like, oh, why does that cable stack so heavier than that cable stack? You think they've got weaker? You've not. It's just every cable stack has like a different resistance. So don't get too caught up on it. So last week I got that stack for 9. This week I got this stack for 10, so I'll just make sure that I write it in. I would always advise you use the same cables, I'm fucked, so that you can track progression, but I'm not going to sit and wait half an hour on a cable stack. So this side's my weaker side, always go with the weaker side first. Now I'm going to go on this side and I should be able to match those reps. That side's so much stronger, man. Like this side I'll literally go all the way to failure, and it's like, I think I properly failed on 8, like you would have seen me like starting to pull in, but this side, like the 8th one is still relatively hard, so it's quite close, which is good, but it's still like a lot easier, so always like make sure you do that side first. Second exercise, we have this piece of kit, alright? So for the first time in God knows how long, RDL is now out, alright? Now, with an RDL, this is something I want to touch on as well. Like, a hip hinge is an absolutely fantastic movement for your posterior chain. Hamstrings, glutes, lower back, whatever, right? It's going to work the whole posterior chain. However, for me, if you remembered, if you watched my journey, like back in 2020, I really hurt my back doing this movement, and ever since then it's been like it has been getting better, it has been progressing. However, recently it's been like hurting my spine, like, and I've been getting like more negatives than positives from that. So it's like, even though it's a fantastic movement, for me right now it's just not giving me much benefit. So as of yesterday and checking, AJ's now added in like a 45-degree hip extension. So we're going to see how this works. We're going to keep it like hamstring and glute focused. In this, we're going to use an EZ bar with 10 kilo plates. The reason for using the 10 kg plates is that they're smaller, so we don't want to obviously hit the floor. So I'm going to try and set this up, see how it feels, and hopefully like get a decent load on it. But We'll fucking find out, man. As I said earlier, the contractions feel good, but just the range is not that good because my arms are 95 metres fucking long. It's hitting the bottom. I always need to I always need to strap in because my grip is like a 3-year-old girl. I can't even hold on to fucking 10 kilo, man. That was good. That was 10 and 9 at 60, so I'll send the footage to AJ so he can let me know what he wants me to do, man. So exercise number 3, we've got a chest supported upper back row. We've already hit lats, we've hit like hamstrings and glutes, which by the way my hamstrings are like, I was walking up the stairs there to go to the toilet, it's like they're fucking cramping, which is lovely, absolutely fantastic feeling. But now chest supported upper back row, just like a good time to place a chest supported row is like later on in the session. Because you're more fatigued, like you can use the chest support to obviously, well, as you guessed it, support you. So in regards to cues for this movement here, like obviously using the chest pad, when we're working upper back, like just think about where your elbows are going to finish. So I don't want you rowing down the way, alright, because that's obviously going to be more lat focused. So just try and think when we're here, chest up, pulling your elbows back, finishing just across that that upper back. One thing I try not to do as well is I try not to shrug the movement, but one thing you always see people do as well, maybe like towards the end, this is fine, like towards the last few reps, you want to maybe come off the pad a little bit just to get a bit of a contraction, but you'll find that people from rep 1 are fucking like rowing a boat, man. Do you know what I mean? Like use the chest, drive your chest into the pad and pull through your elbows. Just make sure that you are braced before the bottom, so you'll hear my breathing, like I'll go brace before the bottom, because if you exhale, you're not going to have that force to generate that pull coming back. So yes, we got almost 10 at this last week, 82 for almost 10. That was with a spot, so let's see how it goes. Plus I've got fucking Rihanna playing, so let's go, man. Fuck yes, man. 11, mate. 11. That's one thing, like, just like, when you have a rep range, that's obviously your goal. So my goal here was to like hit between 8 and 10. I got 10-ish last week, but when I got that 10th one, I knew I had more in me. And that's one thing, like, especially when you have top and back off sets, you cannot afford to leave any single fucking rep in the tank. So I'm classing that as like an 11-ish. So definitely look to progress that next week, but I felt good, man. Big back. So next we have a single arm lat row. So not a pull down this time, a lat row. Even though we have done lats, as I said earlier, like lats is a weakness for me, and I don't think anybody in the world has lats that are too big, especially me. So here we've got a lat row that says single arm. This knotless machine here, as you can see, like rotates and moves, which is so good because there's so many machines like the upper back row that's like locks you in, so you can't move where you want to. So what I do here, single arm, one foot here, grabbing the handle here. Now I actually like to tilt my rib cage forward and pull down. And as I said earlier with lat training, I don't want to sit up and then twist round, because my elbow's going to be travelling that way, but if my spine is twisting, that's going the opposite direction. So if I sit forward, it is very, very hard, and you will get cramp in your oblique. But if you can sit forward, chest, rib cage down, and pull in, it's absolutely beautiful. So I think we've got 4 plates for 9-ish last week, so we'll go 4 plates again, strong sets, and grow these fucking wings, man. man. Bastard. Last week Ben was here and he helped me with the 8. That was 7 myself. Oh man, it's frustrating, man. That side's definitely stronger. It's like I could have went for another one or tried another one, but if I'm going to keep getting more on my left side than my right side, I'll end up, man, one big fucking huge lat and one tiny lat. So, bit annoyed, 1 rep down, but we move, man. Back is now done, fried, finito. So now we've got some belly biceps, man. In regards to bicep movements, like what I would always say, just find ones that feel best for you. So I have 3 sets on dumbbell bicep curl, and then we have 3 sets on a machine, like high preacher curl sort of thing. So we'll fire into these 3 sets, 8 to 10. In regards to like form and execution for this, like I prefer standing. Seated is fantastic if you feel like you swing too much. I will be honest, like towards the end I will definitely like swing a little bit, but just make sure that you get that contraction, right? You don't need to fucking do backflips to get your sets, but if you can stay forward, a little swing to help you out the length of position, because that's where you're going to be weaker. Contract hard up here, and then control, left hand. So 3 sets, 8 to 10, 20s, man. Let's get massive arms, bro.
Second last exercise, first of all I'm going to apologise because man has fucked up, alright? This is I've got 2 exercises left, and the first ever time that I've got somebody in the gym to record my session, I have forgot my second battery, which is not good. And the battery pack is low, so I do apologise if this footage is not as good. It's on an iPhone, so it should be okay, but also the microphone. But as I say, we've not got much left. We have a single arm bicep curl machine, and then we have rear delts. So we're still going to crack on with the session. All of it is not too bad, but we're all human. You make fucking mistakes. I was going to get pissed off, but I was like, it is what it is. When I'm coming in towards the end, if I can't get it in, you can easily use your other hand to help you. So we're going to crack on with this. A few sets of biceps and then some rear delts. That's another thing, man. Like, treat your biceps like any other movement. I feel like so many people just go, alright, it's just arm, but just like, progress it. Look at what you got last week and beat it. It is a muscle. You need to force a stimulus for that to adapt to. Right? So we were actually up 2 there. That was 30 plus pound for 12, which is up 2. So try to do these puppies, man. Done. Session done. I'll wrap up the video outside because you can't hear because of the fucking bongo drums, man. Video done. Bit of a different video, as I said at the start. As I also said at the end, I do apologise about my mistake of not bringing a second battery, which is fucking annoying because I had the microphone, the camera, the tripod, the fantastic, beautiful videographer, everything. Yeah, I forgot the battery pack, but it is what it is. We're all human. As I say, bit of a different video. I love YouTube. I've enjoyed so much this documenting this journey so far, but as I say, it's like I love just getting into the gym and just fucking training. So let me know if you like these kind of videos. The last time I done one was with the bulldog, my brother Sam Prentice. We've done a leg session with him. I'll link up here if you want to go back and watch that, and I got a lot of good feedback from it. So again, one thing as well is like people think I'm so confident on camera. I'm getting better, but obviously when I was in the gym there it was a little bit different. Kind of found like it took me a little bit of time to find my feet, especially when you've got boys like fucking Josh Bridgman and Joe Brightman who are behind you, who are the absolute goats of this industry. But it is what it is. We all start somewhere, we get better and better and better. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below if you enjoyed, and I will see you for the next episode. But that is episode 5, I think, wrapped up. Have a good day. Chat to you soon, man.